All right. Today's session, things that I'll be looking out for. Google and Tesla had their earnings yesterday, and market did not like the excess spending in AI infrastructure for the remainder of the year, which is why Tesla and Google got beat down. We also have oil spiked up to $91. We have the US 10-year Treasury rising, so inflation looks to be sticking around longer, and higher increases of chances of increased interest rates. So market sentiment is overall cautious. The trades that I'm looking at here overnight, we've obviously got the gap down from the tech earnings. We only tech earning we have later this afternoon is Intel. So there's that. Normally, I would like to take just the the pre-market low breakout right at market open. However, I do have a weekly level at 693.13, which was an aggressive bounce last Friday here. So I don't want to just take the breakout. What I'm looking to see if we have a bounce and take a break and retest a pre-market low, continue downside. Next level I have is around 690 for a weekly level. So I'm looking for a break and retest, not really looking for a breakout right at market open just because we have a strong weekly level here. For shorts, I am additional shorts for a reject. I'm looking at a potential rejection of this pre-market level here. We'll do break and retest. I'll look for that area as resistance or VWAP retracement. Not really looking for longs unless we can break and hold above previous week low at 700, and we have market open. Contract premiums are expensive as well. Usually I select one strike out the money. It hovers around $2, but it's hovering around $3. You have Google attempting to hold its pre-market low, Nvidia holding its pre-market low, QQQ flush past its pre-market low. I guess that breakout would have played out. I might have a retest opportunity here. Let's see how we react in between this candle high and opening print, or if we break back below pre-market low. A lot stronger volume. Only 2 minutes in, we're almost at 1 million. So volume has definitely increased a lot since last few days. Look at that. Strong bounce at the weekly level. See? 693.13. But contracts didn't move that much with the bounce here. Did a decent amount. Right now we're holding this weekly level in a pre-market low. $1.2 million volume already. Still got 2.5 minutes left in the market open. Oh, good thing I avoided the opening range, the breakout, pre-market low because of that bounce level at support. We are bouncing. Don't want to chase this. If I want to make this pre-market low bounce, then I need to retrace Google's not holding. We've got a strong selling wick and rejecting VWAP. Amazon is fighting at opening print. Same with Apple. SPY is pretty strong. SPY and QQQ are diverging. QQQ is just flat at opening print. SPY wants to trend upwards. Tapped in to bounce this pre-market low. Point of control right at opening print. 694. We got 30 seconds on this 5-minute candle, so might as well just wait for it to close. Sometimes I really need to trust my levels. Bounce play right there at the weekly. VWAP right here. An hourly level at NQ. Have some resistance there. So far we're holding. Previous point of control is at 674, right around opening print. Current point of control is 695.91. Looks like MU is carrying the market. Let's see here. Yeah. I guess if Google and Tesla are going to be having some more AI spending, that would make sense. Yeah, MU is the only one diverging from the market. Would have been a nice bounce setup right here at weekly or even my pre-market low. Broke back above that, retest on the 1 minute within the first 10 minutes of market open. We're above VWAP now. mean, it's the only setup I like. We break and hold above my weekly, my weekly level 697.21, or a rejection of 699.40, which would be this pre-market level here, essentially a break and retest. Let's see what it looked like. Yeah, it'd be a break and retest of previous week low on NQ. So we're gonna have some resistance there. It looks really just like MU's carrying the market. I mean, Nvidia rejected previous week high. We've got Apple rejecting previous day low in my hourly level. Amazon's trying to hold pre-market low. Tesla just getting clapped, down 10%. Tesla is a great long-term buying opportunity at this level. So we still have SPY holding above hourly level, holding above VWAP. Second 5-minute candle, we have a million volume. So volume is significantly better over the first few days. First 5-minute candle today is almost 2 million. I think if the first 5-minute candle is under 1 million, I think that's might be a no trade day for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Didn't really have a play. I had downside bias, not really taking a bounce at pre-market low, but need to start considering that as a good bounce level, especially if you have support of a weekly level right there, like I mentioned in the pre-market, 693.19. Right now we're sitting in the middle of NQ's previous week low and pre-market low. So my risk reward is not that great if I go long here. And I've got a lot of room for it to flush back. So I either want to take a rejection of previous week low, like my original game plan, or a break and a retest above it for upside continuation. SPY is still looking strong. Let's see, broke above my weekly. That could have been a valid entry as well. Contracts are up, what is that, 20 to 30%. So if I took it there, I would have gotten my first trim off right here. However, look at this. Starting to see some buyer exhaustion. Look at the volume decrease. In this current 5-minute candle, we got about a minute left. We're only about half a mil in volume on this push up. Yeah, that 690.13 area is strong support, strong bounce here, strong bounce last Friday. Look at that. I mean, crazy. Negative delta. We have put in control at 698.52. This current candle is rejecting that. MU is rejecting pre-market high. Amazon rejecting previous week low. Apple is attempting to make a break for its pre-market low. Nvidia is flat. SPY is pulling back a little bit. Here's a break and retest my weekly level. I want to see how it reacts to VWAP. Been noticing when key levels align with VWAP, I have stronger conviction in the level as support or resistance when VWAP is aligned with it. Apple's making a break, attempting to break pre-market low. I mean, NQ, we're pretty close to previous week low. So let's see if we end up rejecting it or break above it. And I'd be curious if VWAP, by the time price gets up to previous week low, will VWAP be aligned with it? Yeah, previous 5-minute candle, only 627,000 volume. This current candle is about 330, but we still got 2.5 minutes, so we're halfway there. Ooh, what was that? That was nasty. All right, we're at VWAP on QQQ. NQ have an hourly level at 28,776. SPY were right at my hourly level as well. See if we hold VWAP or if we flush below it. We have Apple aggressively breaking pre-market low now. Breaking pre-market low with increased volume. This sell-off on QQQ also has increased volume. We have a little bit more than the previous 5-minute candle. Almost got to the previous week low. Not quite. Oh, let's see if we hold pre-market low for a double bottom bounce, or if we break below and lose the support of 693. We have MU rejecting pre-market high. Let's see how it reacts with VWAP and previous day high aligned. If MU sells off, loses opening support and breaks for a pre-market low, I can see an aggressive loss of support on QQQ. It's attempting to bounce previous day high in VWAP. All right, QQQ, we're right back at opening print. See if we bounce here or if we flush. We have point of control 695. Apple tempting a break and retest on pre-market low. About a minute left in this 5-minute candle. We're bouncing off opening print. Aggressive buying pressure. Damn. That is aggressive buying. Double bottom bounce right at opening print. Look at that beauty. We have MU attempting to hold VWAP and previous day high. Now we're forming a tighter range. Opening print and 698.70. Rejecting the weekly level of 697.21. Pre-market low, Apple break and retest to set it up nicely here. Amazon's attempting to break pre-market low. MU doesn't look to be holding its previous day high on VWAP. I think I'd like to see if we break lose support of 693.19, break that, and get a retest at entry around pre-market low area. Don't know if we'll get to previous week low for a rejection, but if we do, VWAP is starting to line up with it. So we are bouncing, attempting to bounce pre-market low. Playing pinball here. That volume's extremely low on 300,000. It's crazy. Well, I would have taken an L there if I had taken that there on Apple. Good thing I didn't. And all this is telling me for the last 20 minutes, we've been making higher lows or lower highs. Lower highs, lower lows. we've just been playing ping pong here, pinball. But we are rejecting VWAP. See if we lose a 693 for support. Balancing at pre-market low. Hey, volume increasing. That's good. Apple rejecting opening print. Okay, chop Nvidia at opening print. Needs a flush pre-market low. SPY looks like it wants to break pre-market low as well. Look at this line of point of control right at 694.87. See if buyers or sellers take over. Just been consolidating in between opening print and VWAP here. at pre-market low again. All right, we're attempting to break through pre-market low on QQQ and NQ. SPY is trying to hold above its opening print. See what the hourly looks like on here. We are just getting chopped. Might be a no trade day here. All right, gonna call it a day. We've just got very low volume now, consolidation, chop. I don't want to force a trade. So zero trade day to me, I'm actually happy about this, not forcing a trade. Zero loss is a win, right? So the only trade that I could have taken would have been a pre-market low bounce, whether I take it on this push up when it bounced the weekly level aggressively, or I could take it on this retest right here of pre-market low. So going forward, what I need to do is if pre-market low and opening print are near each other, and pre-market low is near a support level, like what I had here at 619, 639.19, I need to put that in my playbook for a bounce. I had too much downside bias that I didn't even put the bounce play for pre-market low in there and looking for a break and retest. I'm glad I did not take my original, I wanted to take an opening breakout at pre-market low, but held off due to this weekly level here. So I really need to continue my technical analysis, rely on it. It's been, you know, uh, pretty good in terms of reading price action. I just need to execute. So overall, happy with the day that I did not take an L.